couldn't help them.
The path beyond the village. Well, don't worry.
Maybe the next adventurer will come by
and save them. Maybe he'll get the medicinal potion.
Maybe if people actually have sorcery, they can
Yeah.
get the medicinal potion.
The
and
path
save them.
beyond the village heads downhill once more between thick trees before turning into a narrow goat track.
A goat track.
From the summit,
That's a
you get
thing,
a wide
apparently.
view. Do you want to look around?
Yes, let's have a look around. I might get a better idea of where I should be going.
Oh God. Ahead, down a steep slope, the next village is sprawled out before you, and even from here you can catch the sound of
Oh,
merry voices
fuck.
and shouting from the streets. It must be a carnival. But looking right, you hear a roaring noise and could just make out a beautiful, majestic waterfall plunging from a cliff
Well, this
into a
is
great
lovely.
rock bowl.
Beautiful.
You are feeling cold. Purple blotches are breaking out on the backs of your hands.
I pray for healing.
Okay, let's pray to the spirit of the gorilla.
Now I'm out of the village.
You drop to your knees, shivering and shaking, and mouth a fervent prayer to your spirit.
Please, gorilla! Please!
Does it hear you?
Please!
It is hard to tell. But then you begin to feel warmth creeping through your bones, and purple marks on your skin are fading away. You are cured.
It's a Christmas miracle, Lewis.
Holy crap. You raise a cheer to the spirit for such aid. But what about the people you have left behind? They have no such guardian.
Well,
There you go. Your gorilla stepped in.
cheers, gorilla.
The king of the great apes, a creature of honour and good faith, who accepts that both danger and misfortune as travelling companions without hesitation. There you go.
That was good.
He
that was
saved
good.
your ass. You were very lucky there to get out of that one.
I knew that he was always an option, though. I just had to wait for him to pop up and say,
You've never asked him for anything else, so
no.
you know, you're
No.
very welcome.
And I've offered him so many things. I do sacrifices to him.
Do you? You leave out bananas.
Babies and
Oh.
yeah,
No.
bananas.
You leave out bananas.
I
on
leave
the,
out bananas.
on the under the chimney.
I leave them in the fruit bowl, and then I don't eat them, and they go off. And then they make everything else go off because they emit that weird gas that makes everything rot.
No, banana
yeah.
gas.
Yeah,
Didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, it is.
Well, there you go. Some way down the hill, you stop for a rest and sit on a bowl to survey what lies ahead. A path leads downwards, and at its foot, cradled between three peaks, is a village. Behind you, the sun is falling rapidly into the hills.
Let's check out the village. I mean, it went so well last time. I checked out
The village looks like a good place to stop.
I mean, I got the plague and all, but you know, I got better.
You hop down from the boulder and make your way forward when an overhanging branch touches your face and you hear a lively chirping. What are you going to do?
Freeze!
Freeze! You freeze. Hovering by your shoulder is a small creature the size of a bird. It is childlike but very thin with green skin and it flits around you on transparent wings.
Hey!
Oh no,
Hey!
no,
Listen!
please.
Hey, listen! Hey! Hey, listen!
It
That
seems,
is so high pitched.
it's awful, isn't it?
Fuck.
It seems friendly enough.
God, it made my ears.
It
go.
even lands on your shoulder, its tiny clawed
Oh,
toes
God.
pinching slightly. Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like one of those squeaky toys, you know. Like that, one of those.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's like a toy with
No,
a,
no, no.
it's
No,
like a
no,
toy
no.
with a squeaker in it, like Hannah's parrot. Yeah, that's what it's.
kind of.
What are you going to do to it? Talk to it, shake it loose, cast a spell.
So it's on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Talk to it. Sure.
Greetings, little creature. Oh my god.
And hello to you! My name is John!
There you go, that's what he looks like.
Oh my god, he's naked.
He's naked, he's got a little
Oh.
tail. He's a creepy little bastard. What do you want to do to him? What do you want to say?
What the fuck are you?
I'm a fairy!
He is a fairy, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. I'm just going to move this mouse and it's going to like balls up the recording slightly. There we go.
Whoa.
Sorry, I had to move the screen. Look, there's the inner workings. Okay.
How the sausage is made.
You're asking, what are you?
What are you?
The creature does a backflip and gives a low bow.
I'm a mini-mite! Pleased to meet you!
I don't know how you do it that high.
It reaches out a tiny hand and shakes your earlobe.
Okay, what are you going to say?
Pleased to meet you!
What can you tell me about the village? Let's just have a normal conversation with it.
Sure.
Maybe if this is normal, you know, maybe I've met many mini-mites.
Maybe. Go on then, what's he say?
What can you tell me about the village? Is it safe?
That's biryani, and it's very safe.
Biryani is a type
close
of
enough.
curry.
It's close enough.
Biritanti, and it's very safe. It's the largest village in the whole of the Shamudanti Hills. Every traveller who comes this way spends at least one night there. So, it's a little bit expensive, but especially for mini-mates, but pleasant enough.
So
Yeah.
mini-mites either get charged more in the place or their income's quite low.
Well, I think it would be very difficult for them to have a wallet, with gold
Oh,
coins
yeah,
in
a
it.
gold coin.
I'm holding a gold coin. Come on, let's get going.
But then again, they probably don't need to eat very much.
What do you want with me? Yeah, where do they sleep? It's not like they sleep in a bed.
There you go. That's what he wants with you.
See that village? Last time I tried to go through, they told me I wasn't welcome, so I wouldn't mind some protection.
There you go.
Can I put a condom on him?
Wow, probably. Put them in your pocket. What if you, well, you've got 4 options, so...
Is one of them... No. Okay. I can protect you, little fella.
Okay, there you go.
I shall protect you.
The creature squeezes your shoulder gently. It's like having a spider try to burrow into your skin.
Ah!
The creature flits to your other shoulder.
You're not in any hurry, are you? Do you want to sleep out in the rough?
Why is he propositioning me? What's
Wow.
going on?
It's got a bit of rough.
Well, let's get going. Anyway, time's getting on. We should, yeah.
The creature shakes you by the ear in excitement, and you set off along the path once more. You descend into the bowl of the valley. The hills on either side are toweringly tall and throw the village into deep shadow.
Ooh.
It would seem a very gloomy, threatening place, but from the streets come the distant sound of laughter and merriment.
So is this the carnival town?
It is.
Enter the town.
I think. I don't know. You continue on the path. The sounds of the festivities grow louder. It's almost spooky here in the shade of the valley, and after so long on the dire road. The people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves.
I remember my first impressions of the last village were quite wrong. A happy, bustling place,
Yeah.
full of plague-ridden, knackered people without limbs.
Yeah.
See? I told you it was a happy place.
Jan, what's going on?
Oh, do you really want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Jan, what's going on here? Are they bewitched?
No, if there were magic, believe me, I'd know. This is the festival of the young.
What's that?
Well,
I'm going to talk to him as much as possible.
wow. Come on then. Sure.
It's like you're bracing yourself.
No, sure, it's fine.
You're like wince. You're like,
Go on. What's the festival of the young?
Well, take a look. The idea is that once a year the children are allowed the freedom of the village. It's a time of great fun and lots of pranks.
It becomes quickly obvious what he means. You pass the first few buildings where you find a number of children sitting in the street drinking ale from deep mud.
whoa, what?
Further on, a young boy is holding an old woman over his knee and is spanking her. On the other side of the street, a group of boys is fighting outside a hut with a sign that reads Glandragor's Tavern.
Oh my God, that's the guy
Funny.
whose axe I've got.
You've definitely seen that name somewhere before.
Do you know what? I reckon she's getting her comeuppance. She probably spanked the boy, and he's getting his revenge on her. So I'm going to leave her be.
Okay. You consider helping the woman, but there is nothing you can do. It is their festival after all. What would you like to do?
Tavern!
All right, straight into the tavern.
Yes!
Cool beans. Let's go. Behind the bar, a thick-set man is wiping mugs down with an old rag. Come in, you're the voice man. He's a dwarf.
Greasing street.
No.
Greeted stranger, I'm Glandrager. Can I be helping you? Glandrager.
What are you going to say?
Greetings.
Greetings, I've come a long way.
What are you drinking?
Elderflower cordial with gin in it.
Oh, okay, yeah. no, I was just wondering whether it is an alcoholic beverage or not.
Do you need a refill? Or are you alright?
I'm all right for the moment. I've got
So Glendragon
other codes
says,
are available.
I'm sure you have. Take a seat. Do you want to read that? Do you want to do that?
I'm sure you have. Take a seat.
You do so, and Jan leaps up and onto the counter. Glandraga seems amused rather than alarmed by the creature.
How much is ale? Let's get into this slowly.
Okay, how much is a mug of ale, you ask?
2 gold pieces. Do you know what? I'm gonna say I have something for you. Let's skip buying ale.
Drinks. Okay. I have something for you, you tell him.
Give him the axe. I reckon he'll give me a reward.
You take the axe from your pack and lay it on the bar. The old man's eyes light up as he sees it.
I bought it from a merchant.
You're not doing his voice, come on.
Oh right.
Where did you get that?
He exclaims. Do you want to say I bought it from a merchant?
I bought it from a merchant.
You answer. But it is yours, isn't it? He reaches forward almost nervously. He is clearly overjoyed.
I haven't seen this thing in at least 20 years. Time was I spent every day with it. Incredible!
He mimes a gentle chopping motion with the blade, perfectly pitched at neck height on a goblin.
Incredible! I remember the weight.
How did you lose it?
How did you lose it, Simon? I mean,
In the back of a
Glandraga.
Volkswagen.
Wow.
What?
I was part of a raiding party. There were 4 of us exploring the giant's ruins at Leaky.
Leaky.
We skipped those.
Oh right, okay.
We descended into a cave system and the roof collapsed. I was knocked unconscious. They left me. Couldn't get me out, I suppose. Except that someone reached me enough to steal my famous axe, you bastard!
Oh my god.
Did you ever find out who?
Well, you'll find out. But
No!
he shakes his head sadly.
No! I went on a healthy quest for revenge, but I never got it. Got someone else. Got something else instead that made me hang up my travelling boots.
What does that mean?
Dunno.
And if you don't know what that is yet, well, you will. Now here, I'm forgetting my hospitality.
Without putting down the axe, he quickly gathers a mug and fills it with ale.
For you, on the house.
Cheers, Glandragor. You
Cheers.
thank him and drain the mug deep. The beer is thick and refreshing. Then it is his turn to question you.
So, how long you staying here?
Only for tonight.
Okay.
I see. Well, let me give you some advice. There's a site nearby, a place called the Crystal Waterfall.
Let's go on Griswold.
Whatever trick you're on and whatever you feel about sites, you should go. It's more than just something to look at. Here,
He grabs a piece of paper and scribbles down a note.
hand this to the idiot who collects the toll, and he'll let you pass.
There you go.
Ah, thank you.
Thank you indeed.
Ah.
I'll accept your thanks now, but once you've been, I'm telling you, you'll really mean it.
You nod once.
And once you leave, where next?
You're going to Kare.
Yeah, Takare.
That's where you're going. Kare.
Corey! Now there's a town. Listen, let me give you some advice.
Go right ahead. This is killing my voice, you old bastard.
It's good.
I'm well connected in Cara, you see. There's a man I know, and he's quite an important man too. Name is Vic. If you get into trouble, just remember that. Even a name can be a thing of power sometimes. Same as how you found me.
There you go. This is bound to be useful information later if you remember it.
I'll remember it. I will.
Be
Vic.
sure you do. I don't doubt you'll need it. He takes to wiping down the bar again. So you'll be heading to Torrepani, he continues. I'm taking over from you. I know
Thank
your
you.
voice is
Thank
suffering.
you very much.
It's a Sven village. No humans there at all. The chief will probably try to persuade you to help his daughter. She's been carried off by marauders.
All right.
You gonna help? You gonna help Torrepani?
Yeah, I'll help.
Yeah.
I might not, but I'll tell him that I will.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Poor girl. She's been left as a sacrifice in a dark cave guarded by a deadly manticore.
Oh, shit,
If you've
son.
not met one before, watch your back and your front. And if you know a spell or two, then all to the good. Well, there you go.
Oh, what a lovely beer that
If you
was.
make it to Torrepani, you're going to have to fight a manticore.
I
Holy
don't
crap.
know what a manticore is, Lewis.
It's like a scorpion with a lion's head.
Is that real?
Yeah, no, it's not real. It's like a mythical creature.
Has David Attenborough ever met one?
Probably, he's met a lot of things. The beer is done. You stand to go, blah, blah, blah. Off you go. Right, what are we going to do next?
Visit the waterfall. Fuck
Okay,
it.
let's do what Glandranger said. Visit this waterfall, shall we? You head up a path that climbs through the crack in a mountainside. Soon the air is filled by a thundering. It's quite a climb, but eventually you turn a corner through a narrow cleft in the rock and see close up the waterfall you glimpsed from the hilltop earlier today, plunging down from the cliffs overhead. Large crystal stalactites hang down either side of the water. It is stunning. There is
It's
only
beautiful.
one path to reach it, winding up the rock face, and it passes by a small hut where a ruffian is collecting money.
Okay, so yeah, greet the ruffian,
Yep.
and then I can just hand him the note.
Show him Glendragon's note, okay. You hand the scrawled note over to the ruffian.
Yes.
He probably can't read, but he seems to recognize the penmanship as he nods furiously and then hands you a towel.
A towel?
There you go, you can have a little bath, Eakins. You probably could do with one. It's been a long time, this adventure. You head up to the waterfall, which cascades forcefully into a deep pool. You strip off your clothes and dive into the pool,
Whoa.
while Jan flitters through the frost.
Suddenly gone sexy!
Oh my
yeah!
god. What's Jan saying?
How?
Hi, Peach Boys!
I can't remember.
That's right. The cool water is
Oh,
fresh
this is lovely!
and
My
invigorating,
voice is
while you
fucked
feel
now.
yourself getting rapidly better.
Oh,
You feel a huge swell of confidence. Coming here was the best decision you have made.
so it cures disease. So what was the point in me praying to the gorilla before?
Don't ask me.
Wait, this water cures disease? Huh?
Something about that seems terribly important.
Where does it come from?
Where does it come from, this water? How is such a thing possible? Looking up at the sheer cliff face, you can make out nothing beyond a slight shadow hovering at the very edge of the precipice like a gigantic spider waiting to jump.
Fuck!
Whatever it is, it must be a place of great power, a place to be sought out, or a place to be avoided as one might avoid the plague.
Wow.
Now you can move on, refreshed and ready for the night.
Alright, let's have a sleep somewhere.
Would you like to sleep by the waterfall or find an inn in town?
Let's sleep by the waterfall.
It's cheaper.
Yeah. Let's just have a camp.
Okay, the idea of going back to the village is unappealing. You are refreshed and calm. The scenery here is beautiful
It's
and peaceful.
lovely.
Getting out of the pool, you dry off, collect your things, head off into the trees and find a spot to rest. Between curling roots, you find a small place to settle down. Jan perches a little way above on a knot and is quickly asleep. You are tired enough to follow suit, but you are hungry from not having eaten.
Oh, let's eat something then.
Would you like to eat?
Let's have a scrambled egg
Eat something, okay. Oh,
and a cheese.
oh god, it's
Oh, vampire fucking bats again.
that's right. So
What? That looks like a dog down there.
I think that's the wolf and the bat. I think it's a wolfhound that's attacking you. Right, would you like to fight the beast, cast a spell?
So
or
hang
throw
on,
something?
they've got the same picture for literally like 3 different creatures.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like gnawing on me or anything? What did it say?
Perhaps a few hours pass when you wake suddenly aware of a shadow moving between the tree trunks. It's a wolfhound.
A wolfhound!
It's moving through the tree trunks.
Also known as a wolf.
You're going to throw something at it. Well, then again, I think you have to probably choose something in your inventory if you want to throw something at it.
Ah,
And you might not get that back.
okay.
Do you want to see what's in your inventory?
No, let's not throw something at it. That's crazy.
Sorry, all right then. What do you want to do?
See if I can cast a spell at him.
Scare him off. Okay, let's do this.
What have I got here?
Right, well, we've got all sorts of
A
things.
B.
A B.
J,
Give me
and
a.
an L.
We got big. You could be big. You like that? You could be J, which is jig. You could make a dance.
I don't think it'll work on a wolf. Have you ever seen a wolf dance?
You could have a law. Remember the law? You lay down the law. That costs 3 stamina though, so that's quite an expensive spell.
It might be better to just attack it. All this big.
Big makes you big.
How much is it? Just 1 stamina.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with big.
Okay, we're gonna go with big. We're gonna try and scare it off. Okay, big. You complete the spell, but nothing happens.
What?
The
What?
wolfhound charges you. You draw your sword, the long metal flashing in the moonlight. The beast roars and howls.
He looks fairly weak.
Why do
Okay,
you think nothing
Lewis.
happened?
I don't know. Maybe because I've used it already nearby. I don't know. That is a bit odd. Ooh.
Bam.
It's whimpering. It's howling.
We're gonna defend
Owning
here.
it. Now you've used up all of your
All my energy.
stuff.
Let's take this out. Bam. There we go. Bam. You twist your sword about. The blade lands deep. As the wolfhound weakly opens its jaws to bite, you plunge the blade between its teeth and all the way down to its heart.
I don't think that's how it.
The
works.
wolfhound howls a gurgling, blood-soaked sound, and then it dies. There you go. You can have a lovely snoozlykins.
Let's have a sleep now. Now that I've killed a fucking wolf. Sure, let's have a sleep.
There you go. Jan flutters down and resettles on your shoulder.
Well, he was fucking no help at all, was he? He should have tugged its ears or something.
Have you had any
Fly up
clues?
its ass.
Have you had any clues about Jan?
Clues?
Yeah.
He's a little fairy. He
Okay.
needs a bit of help. What do you mean clues? Do you know something?
No, I'm just saying that we've been through a bit with Jan now. He said a few things. Has he hinted anything to you about what he does? Did something happen in that fight was a bit strange?
Oh, big. I couldn't cast a spell.
Beyond Biritani. Jan knows about magic.
That was a good hint, Lewis. That was a good hint.
You rise early from your spot beneath a tree.
This could be bad.
As you gather your things, Jan leaps up onto your shoulder. Ready to go. Well, you can do that.
Ready to go?
He chirps. You pass through the village, which is now as quiet as the grave, and rejoin the path on the far side of Biritanti.
Biryani.
If the sun sets on the horizon like a gleaming jewel.
Oh.
If all goes well, you will reach Torrepani today, the last village in the Shamantanti
Oh,
Hills.
shit, son.
After a short climb, the path breaks, heading uphill to the left and downhill to the right.
Let's ask Jan his advice.
Which way, Jan?
To the right is the forest. To the left is going is easier. The path heads through a field of black flowers to Torrepani.
Okay. Field of black flowers. That sounds suspicious as fuck. Let's go right.
Okay, choose a path.
I could have asked what else do you know, but
So you don't want to go through the field of black flowers.
no. The suspicious field of black flowers.
But Jan says it's the safe way.
I don't know if I should be trusting Jan.
We go right, you decide.
Then be on your guard.
Jan warns you. You climb a rise. The way is not too steep, and as noon approaches, you have crested the ridge and are descending yet again. You are now at the highest point of the hills, where the trees are thin. The view west goes on forever, and sometimes you catch glimpses of Kare on the northern horizon.
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 Let's have a sandwich.
Okay. Taking a brief pause, you eat a quantity of your provisions and feel better for it. Then you continue along your path. Jan is in a talkative mood.
Christ.
He fills the air around with his chatter about what he can see, about how things smell, and what he plans to do once he makes his fortune in Kare. You pass from the open hillside into a patch of deep forest. Quite suddenly, Jan falls quiet and hisses in your ear.
Stop! Stop now!
You're right.
What do you do?
Why?
Why?
Because
Insists the creature in a tiny voice. Tiny
It-
voice.
something is following us.
You come to a dead stop. Jan is right. Something is moving through the trees behind you. A moment later, a point of steel has emerged from the darkness between two trees and touches your neck. You've seen me, whispers a voice. I know it.
Answer.
I see nothing, you call back. You are quite safe. It is not I who is not safe, returns the voice.
Ask who is there. This is strange. This is really strange.
Who's there? There is
Oh,
no
it's a
reply.
ninja.
But a tall, dark figure of an assassin emerges from the
Oh.
trees. He is dressed head to toe in black, and you had not seen him a moment before, even though he had been standing a mere arm's length away. He wields a sharp scimitar in expert hands. What would you like to do?
That's really good camouflage for a fucking forest, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Look at him. I can barely see him in that picture. Fighting or cast... Really? If he was an assassin, why didn't he just kill me? He already had his sword at my neck. But now he's like... He's giving me a chance. Can I use the skull cap thing on him? Let's have a look. Cast spell. I cast spell!
Yeah, I mean, this went 5 or 4. Sure.
Oh shit.
What have you,
We'll
what would you
see
like
if-
to cast?
Oh, I forget what it was.
W? What's this? Wok? Is that cook delicious meal?
Wok.
No, it's create a shield.
Oh, that's kind of useful, isn't it? But it costs a gold piece. It's outrageous.
Zap is the Z one. That's a lightning bolt, which is quite a classic. K doesn't seem to do anything.
Weird.
This thing is QIX, which is cause fixedness. Requires a staff of oak sapling.
Fixedness? What the fuck is
I
that?
don't even seem to have that one. I think that's pretty much your options there. Not a lot.
What does? How much stamina is Zap? Is it 3 stamina?
Lightning bolt is 3.
And shield.
It's 1 and 1 gold piece.
Let's try shield and see what happens.
Okay. Create a
Wok.
shield.
So that's like the sound of hitting a shield.
You cast the spell and it drains energy from you, but nothing happens. Strange.
Yeah. Fight him then.
Okay. You bring your sword up to
Little
bear.
fairy bastard. He's messing everything up.
Right, let's have a big attack here. Let's go in for the big attacks. Pam. Oh, he defended. Typical. The assassin bows to you, raises his curved sword in salute, then readies his stance. Okay, I think I'm going to
didn't
defend.
realise assassins duelled.
Wow, look at that. That was a big strike.
Hmm?
Okay, what's he going to do now? He spins his sword about. Oh, I can hit for 6.5. Let's do that. Oh, it was a weak hit by him. I overpowered him for 2. I'm going to defend again.
My duty is to sever your head from your neck.
He tells you, in a voice as cold as polished marble. You will die out here, the assassin declares, his tone
This
like
guy's
ice.
an asshole.
Let's do a cut. Oh yeah, that was the right decision. That's a good decision. And then a defense, maybe, or is he going to do another low attack? Do you think? Should I do another cut? Yeah, he defended. Good. Right, let's defend here. Then I defend once more.
He's still like trash talking you.